And welcome to the next installment of wonderfully awesome tutorial-like videos that I'm going to be doing on this channel. I know I've been a little behind. As I mentioned last time during my contest post video, um, college and work kind of have other priorities versus what I would like to be doing on the internet. A question was posed to me previously about doing a video relating to soundtrack and soundtrack making. And so that's what we're going to cover today. Um, I actually did this soundtrack that I'm going to show you guys about 2 months ago, and what I did it for was anyone who's hopped around YouTube and been around a lot may have breezed across Freddie Wong's page. They did a video for Army of Two, the cartel, which was actually Army of Two, the third game, the cartel. And so for that, I downloaded this video because there is no actual background music in the video. There's just audio and sound effects. And so I was like, hey, I want to make a soundtrack for this. This will be a great tool to use to make for a learning process. Um, for anyone that wants to do soundtracks and then they're like, wow, I don't have any movies and I don't want to take movies that already have audio and remove the audio for it. Um, YouTube is definitely a place where there is a plethora of videos to be found. Um, I have a video to MP4 converter and other things that I download everything in. Um, in the world of video, just like audio, it is easier to start with a higher file and work your way down if you need it to. So I download everything in 1080p if I'm going to modify it and then re-encode it because it gives you the best source to work with. You always want to keep that in mind. Also, for anyone who doesn't know, you can also download MP3s, like people who put songs on YouTube. That's also how you can download music. Not saying that's exactly legal, but it's definitely a copyright bypass. Not that I am encouraging that, but everyone figures out how to do it on their own eventually. So whatever. Um, so what I did is I downloaded that video, and I actually did this in two different ways originally. Because my stupid ass forgot you could use the video preview and Acid Studio Music Studio 8, and I just acquired Video 9. So now actually this track, all these tracks were originally way over here to the left, and this video track actually up here was not here previously. Um, so method one that I'm going to tell you how to do this is programs like Audition or Premiere should allow you to load your video tracks and then stack your music below it. If you click around and through Freddie Wong's page and make your way to Corridor Digital, you can watch videos of Sam Gorski making soundtracks for their videos where they do the same thing, where they just layer their video and time it accordingly. What I did instead, because I did it the long way, like a jackass, is I put it in Vegas, put the video in Vegas, and actually made the track first, and then tried to time it and cut it where I needed it to be. These little purple lines you see are volume adjustments where I've dipped the volume down to adjust for uh, audio, speech, audio, and sound effects. And then the fade in at the very end for the credits or post credits where they have their video links at the end of the videos. This is one way to do it, and this is the definitely way more time consuming aspect of doing this. And I do not suggest it unless you have really good ability to take good notes on when rising and falling action is and things like that. The soundtrack I made for this, which there will be a link probably right here, when I finally post this video to YouTube, I'll annotate it and I'll put the link here so you can watch the full video, which I will probably put up in 1080p. And if someone catches it with ads, let me know. I'm going to make sure that these two videos are not monetized, since all the credits for this shit needs to go to Freddie and the team over there with him and Brandon Lotch and Corridor Digital and all the guys that worked on this in Action Factory. Good job, guys. Really enjoyed this because I really am a huge fan of the Army 2 games. So it was great for me, and I enjoyed the crap out of it. When building this track, I actually originally just started with one solid, and I looped this one out with just some really ambient noise in the background, some some weird bassy sounds, just to give it some atmosphere, and then found some industrial style, um, some some hard drum beats on it. What it does is it initially builds up into the part where the action is, and then but anywhere where there's rising or falling action, it is changed to reflect that via the drum beat. Whenever there's a harder beat, the harder beats being used during the action sequences, and this is really super hard action right there. Then we move down here to where we have some little bypass action where they're talking. These are where, like, on these sections, actually, generally where the audio has been cut down as well, because their audio needs to be highlighted, because that's kind of what's more important during those sequences right there. And then you got this ambient ass sound effects in the background. But layering and then affecting your tracks on top of each other will help you build an atmosphere. And that's really what you want to go for, is building your atmosphere to what you're watching. Well, anyway, honestly, that's pretty much the gist of what I have to go over for this. Honestly, I think soundtracking is kind of easy when you do it right. It's kind of like writing a song with lyrics. However, now people can throw stuff from both sides of the fence saying, no, you write your music to your lyrics, and then you'll have people on the other side that says, I like to write my lyrics to music. There's really no right or wrong way to do it, but in doing this, since you need to know what your scene is doing, it's a little bit more imperative to have video first and then build off of that. Doing it the other way, probably counterintuitive, and that's how you end up with movies that plug in songs just at weird random spots all the time. And you'll sit there and think, like, why is this song or what does this audio have anything to do with this? And that's why original scores usually are so much better in movies. Referencing, like, John Williams in Star Wars versus Michael Bay's prolific use of What I Have Done by Linkin Park on Transformers 2, which gets used like 7 times or more throughout the entire movie. They just throw it in there. It's like, we need filler. Go. And that's not what you want. So by building it off of your action and actually matching your components properly, you get a much more personalized aspect and a better feel to it. Whereas now it also depends on what you're doing here. Like, you wouldn't want thriller-esque, continually like suspense sounding rising music during this type of video. Very counterintuitive, because you have rising and falling actions real fast, and so you want something that can convey that back and forth real quick. On the same token, you also don't want airy, cloudy, musical strings and stuff, like the Sound of Music stuff playing in the background, because that would look psychotic with guys just running around shooting each other while violins are playing in the background. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't do it for an artistic thing, of course, by any means, but like, if you're wanting to actually build a piece that goes with the track, that's what you should be doing. And actually, with that, I believe I am done here. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you are always free to knock them on the bottom there. I would like it if anyone that sees this would like to subscribe. That's always nice and helpful for me. It makes me know that at least this is getting out there and helping some people out there in the real world, because Lord knows I needed help when I first started. And apart from that, go check out Freddie Wong's page and the Voice from Corridor Digital as well. Go subscribe to them. I will try to put links up there for them. And that's it, man. Have a good one. And we'll check you guys later.